I'm Tara Watson-Watkins, President and CEO of the Lufkin Angelina County Chamber of Commerce. Welcome to the very first Women's Networking Breakfast of 2021. We're sorry that we can't meet in person, but we're so excited about today's presentation, the Side Hustle Revolution. First of all, we want to thank some sponsors that we have, and we have a brand new presenting sponsor, Regions Bank. We're excited to have them on board and look forward to working with them all year. We also have our gold sponsor, Selena Mitchell, Farmers Insurance. Our silver sponsors, East Texas Slab Masters and the Junior League of Lufkin, as well as our bronze sponsors, Austin Bank, Ellen Temple, Ferrara Heating and Air Conditioning, GENCO Federal Credit Union, Hospice in the Pines, Ray's Drive-In, and Savvy the Agency. Thank you again to all of our sponsors. I'm now excited to turn this over to Hillary Haglin Walker with Regions Bank to lead you through the Side Hustle Revolution.
How many of you have just one passion or interest? Many of us have several. And unless you're lucky, your full-time job may not include every single interest and passion you have. So it shouldn't come as much of a surprise that in the search to fulfill our lives with those interests and passions, the side hustle revolution was born. In the 1920s, a hustle was known as a scam, but now a side hustle is known as legitimate work for women with a scrappy entrepreneurial spirit. A side hustle is different than a second job. It's not out of necessity, but really more out of passion, and it's definitely more aspirational. Many of us have ventured out to create a side business in addition to our full-time careers, myself included. I know many of you have friends and neighbors who also have created their own side hustle. But it may not be for the reasons that you think. One of the main reasons we see more women creating side hustle businesses is because they see an opportunity to fulfill a need in their own communities. They might see a need for a new product or a service, and they want to be the ones that provide that product or service. Personally, I have a passion for dance, and that passion fueled lots of interest in my life. But my regular career didn't include that, so I got certified to become a Zumba instructor, and for the last 6 years have had the side hustle business of my fitness classes. Another reason that women create a side hustle is because they're interested in being their own bosses. Starting a business can be risky and time-consuming and also expensive. Women who start a side hustle business get to dip their toes into the business world and practice being their own bosses. The third reason we're seeing an uptick in side hustle businesses is because women are multi-passionate. Most side hustles aren't because people are unhappy in their full-time careers, but maybe they just have other interests that they want to pursue. We all have interests that might be a little bit different than our full-time job, and it's a perfect way to be fulfilled, even if at middle-aged, you still don't know what you want to be when you grow up. Starting a side hustle doesn't mean that we aren't committed to those full-time jobs. It just means we have other ways to fulfill our passions and find joy. The final reason we see women engaging in side hustle businesses is because they want to make a bet on themselves. 41% of millennials who admitted to owning a side hustle business said they told their managers about their other business. They weren't worried that this would reflect negatively on them, but rather as an investment in themselves, as there's so much growth that comes with owning your own business. None of us wants to feel regret in our career choices. There are many ways to feel happiness and joy about what we do, and a side hustle is about embracing that hope that we have the control over how we spend our working lives. Here are some of our chamber investors who also have a side hustle business.
Hello, I'm Melissa Wheeler. I'm the Development Director at the Family Crisis Center of East Texas. And I'm here today to tell you about my side hustle. The thing that I do on the side that I have for the last 4 years, shared with different members of the community, my family, my friends, what I'm most passionate about. It all started in 2016 with a phone call from a friend who told me about some products that she had been buying from a manufacturing company out of Idaho called Melaleuca, the wellness company. And these products do not have toxins and chemicals in them, and they are plant-based and biodegradable, completely safe for your family. And at that time, I knew I needed to go to the store that very weekend to replace the items I'd been using to clean my home with. My cabinets were kind of bare, and so it was perfect timing for me to give these all natural products a try, because that's what I've always looked for in ways to keep my family healthy. And once I started using these products for cleaning, for my beauty products, for my bath and body, for my food, my nutritional needs, all different areas, I have found time after time over the last 4 years how they truly improved my family's health and helped us during this time of uncertainty. And also, I've been able to help others in the community and those families and friends. They have really been able to see some benefits with their children who have experienced severe eczema that could never find anything to help clear that up. And now they are completely free of eczema because they've changed what they use in their home. Others that have had some health issues have began using the supplements, and I know for me, the supplements that are clinically tested and studies performed on them time after time that show improvement have made a difference for myself and for my family and my friends. And along the way, I've just enjoyed connecting with them and networking, and really I call myself a wellness advocate, but I also consider myself a personal shopping consultant. And oftentimes we think we don't need someone to help us shop, but when you're using something new and different, it does help to have a friend that you can trust and work with to help you shop for the things that your family needs.
Hi, I'm Michelle Briley, and I am the Business Development Officer for Commercial Bank of Texas. Another reason that people begin a side hustle business is because they are multi-passionate. They want to do things that bring them joy. That doesn't mean that they aren't happy with the job that they're in currently. It just means that they want to do things that bring them another sense of purpose. So for instance, I began as an independent stylist for Stella & Dot. Stella & Dot is a jewelry company where we can help women style their outfits and provide different accessories for different events. And so with that, I was currently working at my job, loved what I did, but this was another way for me to interact specifically with women, find that joy that helping them create an outfit brings, but at the same time, still be able to provide the insurance, the benefits that working for a company would bring. It just means that they can use this opportunity to find joy in a different situation. So I just encourage you to look for your passions, figure out what you like to do, and use this as an opportunity to find a side hustle, because it sure is a lot of fun.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Dilday, and I'm here to talk with you today about my side hustle. I love my day job and have passion for helping our Hospice in the Pines patients and families, but another true passion I have is to take real, natural, simple ingredients and turn them into something that is not only beautiful, but also tastes great. I come from a long line of bakers in my family and have carried on this tradition, but have taken it even a step further in that I try to use as many locally sourced and homegrown items as I can when I create something. I use things like farm fresh eggs and blueberries from the farm down the road. I love the idea of farm to table. It means that I know what is in my creations and can make sure that they are of high quality. Whether I'm making a birthday cake, a baby shower cake, a breakfast for my fellow chamber diplomats, it is a very special feeling to be a part of someone's special celebration. I hope to use these recipes one day to create a one-of-a-kind bed and breakfast experience for people from all over. I love the idea of taking a passion and turning it into a career. I look forward to the feeling of accomplishment that will come from making this happen.
Hi, my name is Rachel Mihadez, and I'm the lead videographer with Hive Marketing. I want to say around 19 is where I really began to find my passions and drives through my side hustle. So back then I was really figuring out what I wanted to do, where I wanted to be. Of course, every 19-year-old story of their life. And so I moved to Alabama, Central Alabama, and so I was going to school for hospitality management, minoring in marketing, and I worked for an event coordinator for that 3.5 years that I was there and catering. And so I got to travel, all over the beautiful state. And they were smaller businesses, so of course the business owners, one thing that they were lacking in were their social media pages, and they needed help. So in my spare time, on the side, I started taking over that and really visually telling their story, their livelihood, what they were about, and which led to a couple of other business owners asking for the same thing. And so just that's where I began my side hustle and really feeding into that, finding out that I very much enjoyed that type of community, that type of serving, which led me to full-time marketing as my full-time career. And I moved back to Texas. I was very blessed with opportunities here in Texas, with Tome Catering is where I first had my foot in the door as far as a full-time career in marketing, and learning all of that and, hitting the ground running, in the community. It was just a really, really wonderful opportunity, and it led to the launch of Hive Marketing, where now I got to start in digital marketing, and now I'm in full-time videography. And so it's just crazy to me how I didn't know where I was going. I was going one direction, and then this, small, side hustle led me to my full-time career now, where I can't imagine doing anything else. And it's been such a wonderful opportunity, and just still learning and growing. I would say no matter what age, don't be afraid to pursue your side hustle. Don't be afraid to pursue those passions, because it could lead into your full-time career.
We hope that you have enjoyed today's presentation of the Side Hustle Revolution. It's a little bit different for us, but we wanted to bring you something fresh and new. I think if you probably really think about it and take a minute, most women do have a side hustle. My mom and I have had one for years where we sell jewelry, and the money that we make is actually used for our airfare for our beach trips. It's something fun that we get to do, and we get to share one of our passions. What are your passions? What do you love to do? You come to all of our networking opportunities and you talk to each other, but we want to be able to celebrate our differences and our passions. So let us know the things that you're interested in. It's a better way for us to get to know you and the things that you love. Like I said earlier, we couldn't do this without our sponsors. So once again, I want to thank our presenting sponsor, Regions Bank. We also have our gold sponsor, Selena Mitchell, Farmers Insurance. Our silver sponsors, East Texas Slab Masters and the Junior League of Lefkin, as well as our bronze sponsors, Austin Bank, Ellen Temple, Ferrara Heating and Air Conditioning, GENCO Federal Credit Union, Hospice in the Pines, Ray's Drive-In, and Savvy the Agency. Thank you so much for continuing to support us. We look forward to seeing you soon at another Chamber event.